morning. We're leaving Albuquerque. Actually, we left about an hour ago from Albuquerque. We're heading towards Gallup, New Mexico. If you guys have ever heard of Gallup. If you ever see, like, they do a lot of polling. Gallup is one of the places that has, like, a polling headquarters. That's right, man. Hey, do I sound different today? I think it might have been connected to the Bluetooth audio in the truck, and I think it was like using that microphone. Do I sound better? Okay, good. I think that's what it was, is it was connected to the audio in this thing, the Bluetooth, because I was listening to music. So now it should be using my phone mic. Got like, I think in total today it's another 8 hours, which with stops it's more like 8.5 or 9. But when we're done, we'll be in Vegas tonight. We were looking at some of the hotels on the Strip, and it's crazy how cheap they are now. Like, it's off season, plus Vegas is like really struggling. So you can get a hotel on the Strip for like $100 right now, which is crazy. I don't know that we'll do that or not. I don't really want to be driving this thing on the Strip, but thanks, man. Thanks for subscribing. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but thank you. How are you? Froglet, if you're there, did you get a notification if you're subbed to me? I don't know if it sends out notifications or not. Turn the air down a little. It's so weird how you start a stream and like 20 people are on it all of a sudden. It's like YouTube puts it in the algorithm. Oh, look out the window. There's some mountains over there. I know what that means. I know what a bundle of twigs means. Hello. Hello, everyone. That's not very nice. Why do you think I'm an idiot? What's up? life's hard. Yep. It can be. It can be hard. Heading home. No, actually, well, I'm heading to my new home. We left Central Texas yesterday, stopped in Albuquerque last night, and now we're headed to Las Vegas, and then eventually we'll get all the way up to Washington. No, we're moving. My wife is in that silver car up ahead with my daughter, so we're moving to crazy 4 months. I got laid off in September and then looked for a job for a while. I flew up to Colorado and interviewed at a school up there, and they offered me a job, and right as they were offering me a job, this school in Washington was like, hey, come fly up here. And so I went up there and interviewed, and I was able to kind of pick between the two offers. The Washington one was way better, so I was very lucky. I've been laid off before, twice before, and both times it took like half a year to get a job, and they weren't even very good jobs. So come to Ohio. I have a friend who lives in Cincinnati. He says it's pretty cool. Business in Lima? Is that Ohio? Lima, Ohio? When I think Lima, I think Peru. What type of business do you have? What type of work? Carpentry? That's cool. I work in marketing and communications and video and stuff like that. So I do that type of work for higher ed. I used to work in local media, and then I worked in higher ed for a few years in Texas, and now I'm taking this job up in Washington. Left. Hopefully people come back. I'll stay on for a little bit, and then I gotta call my dad and update him on what's going on. You got 3 kids. I have 1 kid. And I know how much work 1 kid is, so I know what you mean. How old are your kids? My daughter is 7. Yeah, I think what happened, Laffy, is I think I was connected to the Bluetooth in the car, or in the cab, and it was like using the microphone in the cab, I think. I think it's using my phone today, because I disconnected the Bluetooth. Your youngest is 11? Wow. We had my daughter really late. So we just decided to stop at one. Trying to get Raymond to rent. Oh, so you know Raymond. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm familiar with Raymond. When you said Ohio, I thought of Raymond. So are you actually legit talking to him and trying to get him to rent the house to your son? Or are you just like saying that in his chat? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Raymond and I have at times a contentious relationship. I don't agree with everything he says, but I understand a lot of frustration he has. The thing I like about Raymond is he talks about like the economics of why everything is so fucked up for men. I think the economics and like capitalism and everything plays into it big time. You won't talk to him unless you pay him. Yeah, he's a bit of a grifter. I mean, why not? He makes so much damn money. It's crazy how he just popped up out of nowhere like a year ago and now he makes thousands a month on YouTube. I wish I could fucking do that. But I don't have... I mean, I can talk about like what's happening to young men today, but I'm not in the position of young men. Like, I'm older and married and I have a kid and everything. But I do still like to talk about like what's happening, because I do think a lot of people are just ignoring it or making fun of it or whatever, and it's not a good thing to have like vast percentages of young men just dropping out of everything. That leads to bad times. I gotta be more spurgy. I can be spurgy. If you ask me, if I get talking about like certain video games or like different media or music or things like that that like really jazzes me up, I can get pretty spurgy. But no, I am not like strictly autistic like a lot of people. Starting to get into more of the mesas and everything. There's like a lot more mountain formations, a lot more flat tops. Thoughts on that game? What game? Oh, so did I watch Raymond play Cyber? Did he play it in a stream? I haven't been watching his streams recently because I've been really busy. If he played Cyberpunk, that's awesome. I'm a Cyberpunk fan. Actually, that's funny because I've been playing it on, we just got a Switch 2 for Christmas, so I've been playing it on that. I played it years ago on my PC and beat it and everything, but I was playing it on, yeah, because he just built a computer, huh? He just built a PC, so it makes sense that he's doing game stuff. But no, I've been playing it on the Switch 2. It's really crazy to see that game running on a handheld. I am about 60 miles outside of Gallup, New Mexico, Lone Hiker. We're going through Gallup. We ran into a bad ice storm right as we got into Albuquerque last night. It freaked me out because it was night, so I mean it was dark. We were about 15 miles outside of town and we got slammed by ice and freezing rain and shit. I think I've played a little bit of each of them, Chuck. I think I've done a little bit of each. I don't remember which one I like the best. Probably Nomad. I think I liked being in the desert. I think that's a cool start. The semi behind me, I think, is getting mad because every time my wife changes lanes, I move over. And he's tired of like trying to go around me. Have I ever played The Long Drive? I've heard of The Long Drive, but no, I have not played it, no. Yep, we are heading through Flagstaff, which is where my wife was born. We want to try to go by the house where she grew up, but I don't know how that's going to be possible. We gotta keep moving. Oh, thanks. I got a haircut a couple weeks ago. What's changed is I shaved. I shaved in the hotel last night because I looked rough. I look like a crazy man. Focus on the road. We're good. We're good. I'm dividing my attention. And my wife is leading the way, if you guys want to see. That's her in the silver car. She's my pilot car. I know, I wish we could go see it. I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I take that back. I was at the Grand Canyon when my mom was pregnant with me, but obviously I don't remember that, so. Does it jiggle slow or fast? What are you talking about? Does what jiggle? Specific, and I'll answer. What are you up to, Laffy? I could probably do both. I could probably make it go slow and fast if you get me amped up enough. Correct, I'm in the moving truck. So the way we did it, Lone Hikers, this is how much shit we have. We got 7 of those U-Haul storage pods, filled those up. Then we got a 15-foot truck, filled that up. And we're towing, I have an auto transport on the back of this thing, and we're towing our Bronco, our 96 Bronco, because we didn't want to try to drive that Bronco 2,000 miles up across the states. I don't know if it can handle that. You're not kidding, dude. It's probably, all told, it's gonna be like 9 or 10 grand, I think, with everything. But it's worth it. My job is like literally handing me a $10,000 check for moving, but I don't get it till we actually get up there, so we're having to like pay for everything ahead of time. OJ could handle it? Could handle this truck? Yeah, probably. Yeah, he probably could. Like a pioneer. It kind of feels that way. We've never driven this far. The longest move we've done before was we went from Rapid City, South Dakota to Amarillo, Texas. And I think we drove that in a day. It was like 10 hours. This is like 30 hours. So we had to split it up. We got my daughter, we have our border collie, we have 2 cats. I mean, there's a lot to manage. Cookie King mods me. Okay. I'm sure a lot of dudes mog me. Percentage done. Well, let's think. So yesterday we got about 25% done, and we've been on the road for an hour and a half so far, so you could probably say like 32% done. Who the hell is Cookie King? I've never heard of Cookie King. Never heard of him. Are you worried about kiddos starting new school, making new friends. Yeah, a little bit. That's the biggest like factor and consideration that we had to make was like, it sucks pulling my daughter out of school, but it's better to do it now versus when she's like 11 or 12 and has like more long-term friends. Nice bald head. Do I look bald? I got a big forehead, but I'm not bald. I'm never going bald, dude. Nobody in my family on either side has any baldness. I got a thick head of hair at 40. Hello. He's a celebrity? Alright, I'll look him up when I get the chance. If I remember, I'll look him up. Your oldest wants to leave Ohio? How old is your oldest? Oh, so he wants to do exactly what Raymond did, huh? Well, I'm gonna get my drink here. My energy drink. That's what Raymond did, right? He left Ohio and went to New York City and then came back to Ohio. He wants to leave at 18, huh? Does he want to go to college at all? Yes, I've watched Stranger Things. We watched every season as it came out, and we finished it a week ago or whatever when they played the finale on New Year's Eve. Don't do what Raymond did. Get drunk and hate your job. Yeah. Well, Raymond has some issues, I think, that go beyond the drinking. I think the drinking was a response to the type of personality that he has. He's very misanthropic. He just generally does not like people, which that tends to make it hard to find a woman if you don't like people and don't like being around people. Breaking Bad and Stranger Things is mid. Suicide Squad isn't that bad. Those are weird. Why would you group those three things together, Laffy? Breaking Bad is like one of the best television shows of all time. So, like, Breaking Bad is many, many, many levels above Stranger Things. And Stranger Things is fine. It's not a bad show. I thought they did alright with the end of it. The last season was kind of but the finale I thought was very good. Are you turning north at Flagstaff to I-15? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm following her. She's got the nice GPS screen, and I'm just following her. I know we're going from Flagstaff to Vegas, Lone Hiker, so however you get there. We were all worried as we got through Gallup that we were going to have bad weather, but it's very nice out. It was a little snowy as we left Albuquerque this morning, but I couldn't believe Robin was the daughter of Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. What a combo. Yeah, she looks just like her mom, too. So you won't see Paige either. Where's Paige? Paige, New Mexico? Or... yeah, I don't know. The way we set this up, Lone Hiker, was just to try to avoid as much weather as possible. I think we took a little longer route because we could have gone through Utah. But the way she laid it out, it was a little bit longer, but we decided to split it into 4 days instead of 3, so. Arizona, okay. We are right by Blue Water Lake State Park, Lone Hiker, if you want to look that up. Blue Water Lake State Park. We're near the town of Thoreau. If you look. photo at Page near the widening of the canyon. Yeah, I guess we're not doing that. I'm really excited once we get up into like Nevada and then crossing up into Oregon, because that's like a totally different part of the country that I've really just never seen before. So, what bad dealings did you have? Like drug dealings, like Breaking Bad dealings, or what? Yeah, we're literally like cutting diagonally across Nevada. Like tomorrow, it's just going to be Nevada, basically. We go all the way through Nevada. We'll probably get a little bit into Oregon and then stop for the night. And then Oregon to Seattle. Well, not Seattle. I'm going to, I don't want to say exactly where I'm going, but it's near Seattle. Some hombres got mad for pushing on their turf. So it really is like Breaking Bad. Years and years ago, when we lived in Colorado Springs, we went down to El Paso to go to a concert. And as we drove back up from El Paso, we went through Albuquerque, and we went and saw, we did like the, you know, the self-guided like Breaking Bad tour where you go see Walt's house. And we went over to the Los Pollos Hermanos and all that. Yeah, you should have been here earlier, man. I was just talking about my forehead. You're late to the game. You like it? Does it turn you on? No, I'm your daddy. Yeah, man, when I get to the next stop, I'll let you out. I'm sorry. I forgot you were back there. I'll slip you some snacks or something. It's really beautiful. The sun's out. It's not too windy. There's definitely some snow on the ground from earlier, but they got it all cleared off the road, so that's good. Yeah, they're trying to. That's what people do on the internet, right? Most people don't understand. You need to be hyper aware of my geographic surroundings. I mean, I kind of understand it. The way you are, Lone Hiker, with like maps and geography and stuff, it reminds me of how I was as a kid with weather, and like especially during hurricane season. I was obsessed with tracking hurricanes, and like we lived in Houston, so I always wanted to like experience a hurricane because I thought they looked so cool. And then way later in life, like when I was in my early 20s, we got hit by a hurricane, and I was like, this sucks, because we were without power for 2 or 3 weeks. You got a Thai wife? That's cool. I have a friend of mine who taught English in Thailand and met his wife over there, although she was from the Philippines, so she's Filipina. What's up? Oh, dude. Lone Hiker, look up Hurricane Ike. Hurricane Ike is the one that I lived through, and yes, it is the craziest experience being in the eye wall of a hurricane. It's surreal. We went outside and looked up, and there's just this like 20,000 foot tall wall of clouds just like rotating around you. It's crazy. She whipped you into shape. That's what a good woman does. I mean, within reason. You're supposed to make each other better. She wants a job at Ruby's in like Ruby Tuesday? What is Ruby's? Sitting weeks without power and damaged house and block roads probably sucks. Yeah, it was awful. We had to get bring out a generator. We ran the generator and we ran like a DVD player and the TV. This was summer 2008, or I think it was like September 2008. And we just sat there and watched like Adult Swim DVDs. But we couldn't keep the generator running because it costs money to pour gas into it. So Ruby Beauty Salon. Okay, so she does like Thai. She's like a Thai beauty type. That's cool. My wife is not Thai. She's white, but she's big into beauty stuff. She loves Gilmore Girls. That's cool. You do remember Ike? Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was, so I graduated school that summer in May and went and left and drove up to South Dakota to work for the summer. That's where I met my wife. After the summer job ended, I flew home just for a few weeks to see my family and everything and get some stuff together before flying back up. And during the few weeks I was home, that's when Ike hit. Ivan went north and then drift back south, turned into a hurricane again, if I remember correctly. I don't remember Ivan. The two big ones for the area where I grew up were Ike, and then Hurricane Harvey was huge. But I was not living in the Houston area when Harvey hit. My dad was. He said it was pretty crazy. Yeah, Harvey was like, I think Harvey beat Katrina in terms of the cost of everything. Katrina was the king or the queen for over a decade, and then Harvey hit, and it was like, oh shit. The same thing that happened in New Orleans happened to Houston, although not nearly as many people died under Harvey. Little more snow through here. Get my. Wish I could figure out how to get the mister working. I can't get the windshield to spray. I can't figure out where it's at. All I can do is run the wipers. Once we stop for gas, I'm gonna have to clean off this windshield. Good that we have a good signal going through here. I've got just over half a tank. We left about an hour and 45 minutes ago from Albuquerque. It just bounced around the east side of Texas for a while before curving north and away. Yeah, it hung around forever. The rain, it was a huge rain event. And the bayou that runs through Houston got completely overwhelmed. So you had a lot of Houston infrastructure that was like ruined and underwater, and businesses that were damaged, and it was pretty bad. I remember seeing video of the subdivision where I grew up, and there's creeks and stuff that run through it, and it was just like so many houses got taken out. first wife left you for dead? What happened? Like you almost died and she left? That's crazy. Hey, you guys watch Todd's video about dumb? I thought it was kind of nonsense. I like Todd overall. I think Todd is an interesting guy. I think he's got like a cool story to tell, but the way that he seems to think he knows what's going on in their relationship is just kind of silly. Yeah, Mr. X, yeah. That's Todd. Let's see, usually when like on my car, if I pull the windshield wiper stick back, it sprays the windshield, but that doesn't seem to work on this. Maybe it's out of fluid. I will be honest, I'm growing weary of the extreme cynicism and paranoia at times. You talking about with Todd, Lone Hiker, or what? Like what specifically? Yeah, I agree, Lone Hiker. Like I'm pessimistic, like on a macro level, about like the way that society is going and about how nobody like can meet anybody anymore, and relationships are harder than ever, and like dating apps have made things fucked up. But I don't know how you can look at Dumb and Donna and act like Donna has him by the balls or something. Like, he flew over there with almost no money until he sold his house, and she's putting him up, feeding him. She was paying for stuff for a long time. Like, it's absolutely nonsense to say that Donna doesn't have any skin in the game. What's up, Outdoor? How are you? I just think it's nonsense to, like, he's been over there now for what, 6 months? Like, she posts about him on her page. Like, I don't know why people think that she's not attracted to him in some way. Women don't just bring men over from another continent that they're not attracted to. So I just don't. I don't understand it. I think comes from a place of jealousy, and it's like Todd ran his channel, or he's been doing his channel as long as he has. He's, from his own mouth, he said, like, so a woman will see it and eventually be interested in him, and that's never happened. And for Dumb, it has happened, and it's like, oh, well, shit, what am I doing wrong? And I don't think Dumb and Todd are, like, vastly different in terms of looks. You might even say Todd is a little better looking than James. But I don't know. Yeah, Donna's very attractive. Donna is an attractive woman. Donna, this is exactly what I told Dumb to do. Dumb, I said, go look for, and that's what I recommend to a lot of guys, that as long as they're still interested in finding a woman, stop trying to find some chick in her early 20s. Go for a woman who's your age or even a little bit older, who takes care of herself. Like, women at that age, people like Donna, they know what they want because they've had relationship experience. Donna had a divorce. Oh, there we go. Holy shit. That froze for a while. right? Donna is in her early 50s, Laffy. I think she might be 50 or 51. I'm not sure. You guys are getting me again, right? Let me know in the chat. It says we got 9 people watching now. So most of the boys, it's getting ridiculous. Yeah, I've always laughed at the whole like everyone's a fed nonsense. It's absolutely ridiculous. Raymond only wants early 20s, no tats, not fat. Well, and he has all sorts of standards that he refuses to compromise on. Raymond thinks that you get a woman and it's just sex every day, all day, and you can tell her what to do, and you know, that's not how it goes. That's not how relationships go. You know Raymond, Laffy. We've talked about Raymond. Talked about Raymond plenty. He's the grifter dude. He's bald. He has kind of weird teeth. He owns 2 houses. He's in like an objectively better position than a lot of men, but he still acts like he's, you know, poor and on his last dollar or whatever. You don't know who he is? Okay. Look him up. It's Raymond Thoughts and Mind or something like that. He's got a pretty big following. He's like 25,000 subs or something like that. More than that even. I usually like anytime I try to gently like probe him on, you know, or challenge like some of his beliefs or thinking, he gets very angry about it. So it's like, then I'm not gonna offer my 2 cents. He probably thinks literally the only difference between someone like me and him is that I have hair. And yeah, that's a difference, but there's plenty of dudes who are bald that manage to land a woman. So there's plenty of bald dudes who have really good looking women. Usually they're really big to like fitness, or they're really muscular or whatever. Yes, he's very defensive. Very defensive. Otherwise, some things people say can be good, but they're horrible to each other. Yeah, the internet encourages that, Lone Hiker. Encourages because of the anonymity of it. Way above my looks level. I think mine is too, personally. She's older than me, but like, she does not look her age whatsoever, because she takes care of herself. The whole time we've been together, she's never been like, except for when she was pregnant, she's never been above like 115 or 110 pounds. Like, she's not like these examples of women who get married and then let themselves go. And I know there are a lot of examples of that. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I'm not walking on eggshells with Raymond and getting banned for trivial nonsense. Yeah. Or he'll just tell you, he'll be like, you gotta pay me if you want to talk to me like that. And it's like, okay, dude. Because he knows he's got a lot of pay pigs of his own. It's no different than, you know, some 20-year-old, like, e-girl with her pay pigs. With Raymond, it's pay pigs that are validating his perspective on things. And he does have some good perspectives on different things. He does have really good advice, especially in terms of like economics and how to like make your money grow and what to invest in and things like that. But he speaks way too confidently about how women are for somebody who has never lived with one long term, like never had a really long-term stable relationship. A relationship with a woman when you're in your early 20s is very different than when you're in your early 40s. It's very different. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little weird too. I mean, I guess his dad is supportive of everything that he says and does, but I would feel weird if my dad was my admin mod on my YouTube chat. I just don't have that kind of, like, I can speak freely around my dad, but there are certain things I wouldn't say because they're kind of an unhinged point of view, and I don't want my dad thinking that that's what I think about shit. Someone's pay pig. Yeah, I'm not someone's pay pig either. I've literally, like, I have donated money to, I can't remember who. I mean, the most I've done is I bought Hacker a game. I bought Hacker Red Dead Redemption 2, and he's been playing the hell out of it, which is awesome. It only took him like 2 months to go get it out of the mailbox. But now that he's playing it, he's like, oh my god, this is so good. I'm like, I know, right? It's a great game. Came here because I had questions about why I struggle with things, not pay some grifter. Yeah. No, you're a cool dude, Lone Hiker. You're definitely one of the good ones. Never gave anyone money except to be a subscriber. Yeah, to be like a channel member or something. Yeah, I guess that's true. I paid. I think he still gets it monthly from me. I paid dumb like $3 or $4 or whatever it is to be a channel member. Every now and then I look at my account and I'm like, what is that $4 getting taken out for? And it's like, oh yeah, it's for Dumb's channel. Alright, we are rolling through Gallup. Made our way to Gallup. Processor noise. Yep. Yeah, I got the hiccups. We had brunch at a place called Mimi's. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. My wife and I used to go eat there in Colorado over a decade ago. It's like a French cafe type place that does brunch. Oh, you're good, man. It's good. It's good. I'm enjoying passing the time with the live. I'm driving through Gallup right now. Got a little over half a tank, so probably stop to get gas in 90 minutes or so. I think we'll need 2 stops today. Never bought a PUA book or anything. I never did either. Whoa, she's exiting. Why is she exiting? Let's see what we're doing. I may be hopping off here. know if she needs gas or if she wants to fill up here, since it's probably going to be a bit till the next town. Which way are we going? Oh, we're going this way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. I feel good about it. I mean, I'm definitely nervous, but I started technically on Monday at the new job. So I did, between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I did like 7 or 8 meetings with sort of some of the different people on campus and got to meet some people. So I feel pretty good about the job. I feel like I'm making a good first impression. I'm definitely nervous about getting a house because the houses up there are expensive as hell. But I think we're going to be all right because we sold our house in like 2 days. It sold so fast, and we even got a little bit above asking price because we had a couple different offers. So I don't know what she's doing. She may be getting gas. So what I'll do, guys, is if I hop off here, I'll get back on once we get down the road again. You guys can see some snow. Okay, I guess we're stopping here, so I'll be back on in just a little bit, guys. Catch y'all in a bit.